Hey guys, welcome back. Just want to do a quick video update as we're kind of getting towards uh, the bulk of the bounce. Maybe not quite the end, but we're getting somewhat. We're in the bulk of the bounce is what I'm trying to get to you guys, past you guys. So yes, let's start with yesterday. All right. So yesterday, I called out yesterday. Good morning. All right. This is from our Discord. If you're not on Discord, the chat is free. It's free information. Even if you don't want to join the premium membership, that's fine. There's a lot of value in the chat and the free membership. The link is in the comments below. Also, like and subscribe to this content if you want it, and I'll show you how, basically how you can consistently time the market. Nothing works 100% of the time, but this is something that works about 4 to 5 times. Okay, so yesterday, this is yesterday before market open. I said, okay, what are we looking for to start the week? For SPY QQQ, after a nice 5% move down, we are very, very likely to get a small bounce soon. Watch for it, especially if you get a Q trend buy signal there on the 2-hour chart, black arrow. As you guys know, I'm bearish in the longer time frame, so these moves up are a bit more higher risk, but opportunity is what it is. So here's the chart that I showed as of yesterday. As you can see, the bounce, this was before we bounced. However, on the hourly chart, our MACD crossed bullish. Our RSI was tilting back up, and our wave trend indicator had crossed bullish. It was at extremes, and so I saw this move up. On top of this, okay, I didn't only look at the hourly chart for this move, and so I mean, granted, you could have went just off the hourly chart, as I clearly just showed you, and it looked like something like this. So again, I sent this at 9:30 yesterday, so let's zoom in and I'll show you exactly where we were at yesterday. So here's yesterday at 9 o'clock, so 9:30, somewhere around here is where we were at, okay? And I said, look for this bounce. And we got it. As you can see, we got this bounce. It bounced yesterday, and then it bounced even more today. Now, let me move my big head for a minute here. So I didn't only look at the hourly chart for this, and I'm going to show you a little bit more how I kind of knew that when I say very, very, that means it's, I'm very confident in something. So what I also saw was the 2-hour chart looked very similar, okay? Wave trend MACD cross. Not only that, but the 4-hour chart as well looked very bullish, okay? Same type of conditions here on the 4-hour chart, okay? Our MACD had it? Yeah. It was just crossing then. So I saw that the MACD was about to cross. Our RSI was oversold and ticking back up. And our wave trend indicator had crossed bullish at extremes, and we were headed back up. So that's why I said I was very, very confident that we were going to get this bounce. Okay, even though our trend has changed and we are now in a downtrend, right? But that being said, you're going to have up pumps and dumps in between this. So you're going to go up and you're going to go down and you're going to go up and this is just the way stocks move. Nothing goes straight up or down. So you can take advantage of these bounces as a little bit more of a high risk play, if you will. So that's what I was looking at. And if you look at these charts, obviously the move has started. But if you're going to look for maybe some overnight puts, so when do you take profits? First of all, you can take profits whenever at this point, as far as the call goes. When do you enter puts? So for this, I would go back to the hourly chart, okay? And as you can see, we are back here to extremes. We haven't crossed bearish yet like we have here. See how we crossed bearish here in these two instances here. Let me try and zoom in a little bit so you can see. So if you look at just this wave trend indicator, right? cross bearish here, right? We drop, right? Okay. Again, I'm only looking at the ones that are at extremes, so at this red line, right? So again, here, bearish, and I'm only looking like for the purpose of what I'm trying to show you right now. I'm only looking at the wave trend indicator. So we cross bearish here, right? What happens to the price action? We drop. We cross bearish here, right? What happens to the price action? We drop. And that was we crossed bearish here, but we weren't at extremes. So I'm trying to show you we are now back at extremes here once again. So what we're looking for is to get into some puts at some point soon, whether it's we get that signal end of day, whether we enter tomorrow if we're lucky and the timing is right. So we're waiting for this again to cross. We would get this red dot when it does cross bearish here. We would be at extremes. Obviously, we're at extremes. And about that time, maybe a little after or about that time, we should see our MACD cross bearish or RSI cross, or our RSI looks like it's about at extremes, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, so our RSI is at over 70. So, our RSI is also at extremes here on the hourly chart. So now that we've gotten this bounce, I would look to play maybe some overnight puts as kind of a quick in and out play, just to, start a position, if you will. Now, that being said, let's go to the 4-hour chart, okay? Because if you look at the 4-hour or even the daily chart, I guess we're kind of getting into the bulk of this move. But the daily chart I want you to look at here, okay? So if you look at the daily chart, our wave trend is just today crossing bullish, okay? So RSI has turned up, and our MACD isn't really close to crossing bullish yet. But it's just something to keep an eye on. And that's why I say if you're going to play those puts, either play them really long, like a month or two out, or play them really short, like overnight, or just hold them for a few hours. Because with this, we could start to turn up a little more. Maybe we go up to like over this 510, 515-ish area again before dropping back down. It's possible, so you want to look at all time frames and say, okay, what could this do? Now, again, this is the daily chart, so the hourly chart can kind of tell you, okay, you can get in some puts here real quick, but I wouldn't stay in them very long because, if this is, we could start to head up, and it is a little bit more of a quote unquote higher risk play. And if you look at this easy trend indicator we got going, we are also bouncing off of the bottom of this channel here. So something to really keep an eye on. So again, if you're going to play the puts right now, first of all, right now we are still bullish. Okay, we don't have bearish signals yet. We have not turned over, so we could go higher. I said somewhere in between. If you look at my post, I'm sorry, that was a post from yesterday. So let's look at today. Good morning. Okay, so we're looking at getting towards the bulk of this bounce that I called out yesterday with SPY QQQ, and I'm looking for us to finish this bounce over the next day or two and then head lower again. So whether that's in that 510 area, whether it's at 507, 508, 510, somewhere around there, I put here, in a perfect world, SPY pumps to 505, 510 over the next day or two, and then we're able to enter our longer puts around there. But we'll have to watch and see how that's playing out. And that's pretty much how it's playing out right now. But again, we don't have a sell signal yet, right? Even on the hourly chart, we don't have a sell signal yet. So I would at least, if you're going to play puts, let the move finish up. If you want to day trade, like I said, you guys could day trade some calls today. If you did, you made some money. But if you want to go ahead and get in some overnight puts or some longer puts, wait until this at least wait until the hourly chart turns bearish. So you get a sell on the wave trend, and then you maybe get a Q trend sell or something like that. Maybe MACD cross bearish on the hourly chart before you would enter puts. So other than that, I mean, things are pretty much playing out the way we expected them to. Again, keep paying attention to the channel. There's obviously very good information here if you're taking advantage of it. Again, if you like the content, like and subscribe. It helps the channel, helps me out, and I'll keep pushing this content out, you guys. That's all I got for now, and I'll give you an update probably sometime again tomorrow. We'll see where we're at. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.